Alright, Shalom Akim. I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, for allowing me to do another lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone for teaching me this word, being faithful unto the Lord, and Shalom to the elect. Lord willing, you Akim, and all of us continue to push until the end, because we almost out of here. And it's going to be a quick lesson. Well, I say it quick, but however the Spirit of the Lord wants it to be. And it's based upon this article entitled, "The Massive Change Coming to 7-Eleven. Stores Roll Out Controversial Facial Recognition Technology Putting Customers Under Constant Surveillance, and the Reason Will Surprise You." Now, it says 7-Eleven has installed new technology at more than 700 stores across country. Technology linked to online tool rate. It will be used to verify customer feedback. Convenience store chain insists this software is not used for any other purpose. And the scriptures say in the book of Proverbs 26, I believe in 25, when he speaketh fair words, believe it not, for it is yet 7 abominations in his heart. Now, through the Spirit, we know the end of all things. One of the last major prophecies is the RFID chip, which the RFID chip is used in merchandise to track it. Now, what we see through the Spirit, us, the prophets of the Lord, is that Esau Edom is using different types of snares, traps, or jinns, if you will, to track the people. All right, and it's not far-fetched as we see the chip being implemented upon the people. Okay, because it's all about tracking you, keeping you numbered. All right, this is why a lot of these stores now, which as I read this article, I was thinking about over there in 7-Eleven, and just 7-Eleven in particular stores, they try to implement, if you get this app, you get a cash rewards points. But nah, man, it's really to survey all those that shop at the store. It says the convenience store chain has rolled out facial recognition software at more 700 than stores across Australia to be used to verify customer feedback rather than as an anti-theft measure. The software is connected to Rated, and an online customer experience platform that runs on a tablet device in store. 7-Eleven confirmed the installation of the new technology after a growing number of eagle-eyed customers noticed new signs at store entrances in recent weeks. It says the new technology has been rolled out. Okay, 700, we just read that. Site is under constant video surveillance. By entering the store, you consent to facial recognition cameras capturing and storing your image, the sign reads. And it makes me think of the movie Minority Report. It also makes me think of there's a show on Netflix called 3%, which the 3% are the world's poor, and then the 1% are the elite. Now, even though the 3% were the poor, they were the forsaken, they still had this some type of chip embedded in, I want to say, their left ear. Because the scriptures say at the end of the day, he calls it all, which that word calls means to what? To make. Actually we can just grab it. Because that's the bottom line, man. And if you know the end result, you can, understand what's going on in between. It says, like the Lord said, declaring the end from the beginning. Okay? So this is Revelations 13 and 16. And he causeth, that word cause, alright, poieo, to make with the name of things made, to produce, construct, form, fashion. So he's forming the world's mind and being prepared to take that chip. That's why, even though brothers use credit card because it's more convenient, you don't want to get used to it. You want to also carry cash. Get used to the old school way. And he causeth, poieo, as we just read, all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Alright? So old man to a young kid, to a man in jail, to a man that's out and about walking, alright, to a CEO, to the CEO of Apple, alright, to a bum on the street, to receive a mark. What's that mark? Charagma, which is a stamp and imprinted mark. Alright, origin of that goes into Karax, is a pail or stake, because they're going to use a pail or stake or pointed needle to implement you alright, with the RFID chip. Okay, so it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. Alright, that's going to prove your allegiance to this devil. To receive that mark, to receive the RFID chip, which I didn't go into it, but when you go into the word Karax, alright, the origins of the word Karax goes into what? Grapho, which means the writings. So it's going to contain all your information, your social security number that you always need when you go to apply for a job, to your height, to your eye color, alright, to the fact that you wear glasses. So everything that you would normally have, on the different cards within your wallet, from your driver's license to your credit card, is going to be on the RFID chip. And that no man might buy or sell, save, which means but he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, which the beast represents America. Alright, which America is the second leg of Rome. Alright, this beast written of in the book of Revelations coincides with the fourth beast written of in Daniel 2 and Daniel 7. Alright, which that fourth beast is the bottom part of the statue that Nebuchadnezzar had. Alright, that part mixed with iron and part clay. Alright, because that part iron was also representation of ancient Rome. But this place, America, alright, is takes on the customs of ancient Rome, but it's opposed faggotry and all of that. So hopefully I don't get this video taken down now. But this place is the beast. Alright, and although I didn't go into it, the image represents what? The image represents the philosophies that this place push. Alright, the education. Alright, when you look in your mirror, you see an image. Alright, an image represents you. Alright, what people see when they want to know about you. It's like what people see on the surface. Okay? So, in order for you to prove that you're down with the system, alright, you're down with the philosophies, the homosexuality, the rape, rob, and murder, you're going to take that chip. Alright? Because what? You want to continue to live. You want to continue to be accepted in this society. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Okay? So now when we go back into this article, it says the use of facial recognition within the Rate-it tablet is to ensure the feedback is accurate and valid. And you got to ask yourself, why would somebody walk in 7-Eleven, why would it matter how many customers they get? Because it's all to eventually track you. Well, it's all to track you. Okay? The data captured by the tablet will be encrypted algorithmic representation of the image recorded, which will be stored by Rate-it for a week before it's permanently destroyed. Yeah. Okay. So now, this is the book of Job, chapter 18, verse 1. So again, just to reiterate what I was saying in Revelation 13, which I started at 16. Alright? But you have the image of the beast. Alright? And then you have the mark of the beast. Which the mark of the beast is the physical implementation, of this system. The physical, what's the word I'm looking for? Just to physically show that you're in agreement with this system. You have that RFID chip in you. All right, everything that this system forces you to have, from a social security number to a birth certificate, all of that is going to be implemented within the chips. You're going to be able to buy and sell. All right. So this is Job 18:1. Actually, I'll start at 5. Verse 4. He teareth himself in anger. Shall the earth be forsaken for thee? And shall the rock be removed out of his place? Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. Because Satan is with this devil for a particular period of time. And how do we know that Satan is with this devil? Well, when you go to the book of 1 Chronicles 21:1, it says, and Satan stood up against Israel and provoked David to number Israel. All right? And having a census is wicked. It's against the Heavenly Father. The Lord doesn't want that. It says, and David said to Joab and to the rulers of the people, go number Israel from Beersheba even to Dan, and bring the number of them to me, that I may know it. And Joab answered, Yahweh make his people 100 times so many more as they be. But my lord the king, are they not all my lord's servants? Why then doth my lord require this thing? Why will he be a cause of trespass to Israel? Nevertheless, the king's word prevailed against Joab, wherefore Joab departed and went through all Israel and came to Jerusalem. Alright, and jumping down to verse 7, and God was displeased with this thing, therefore he smote Israel. Okay, so if the Most High was displeased with David, the man after his heart, how much more a man whom he hates? This is why Esau's steps are really bringing him closer to destruction. Because that's off. And the scriptures say, if you follow these words written in this book, you shall receive let me just grab it, Salakia. This is Joshua 1:8. It says, this book of the law shall not depart of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein, for then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have the success. All right. So it stands to say that if you don't follow these words, guess what? You're going to have travail and toil. All right. Let's read Leviticus 26, Deuteronomy 28. All right. So this is Esau's. This the scripture say death waited for him. Let me grab that. That's one of my favorite precepts. This is Psalms 49. I start at 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and that the dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. And that's just pride, because if you're doing everything that all the other nations did to lose their kingdom, what makes you think the Most High would treat you differently? You know, the scriptures say the Most High is not a respecter of persons. Nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beast that perisheth. This their way is their folly, yet their posterity approveth their sayings. You know, so by the way they're doing, it proves that they don't have wisdom that they think they have. You know, yet the Lord, it seems like the Lord is always blessing them. Like sheep, they are laid in the grave. All right, so the Most High is just blessing them until He gets tired of their ass. You know, He's scared, like the scriptures say, keep your friends close to your enemies closer. Like sheep, they are laid in the grave. Death shall feed on them, and the upright shall have dominion over them in the morning, and their beauty shall consume in the grave from their dwelling. Okay, so death shall feed on Esau. All right, because of what he's doing. Death shall feed on him. You know, it makes me think of Isaiah 14. How it says that hell from beneath is moved to meet thee at thy coming. You know, Esau's literally going to hit a brick wall. It says he teareth himself, and it's Job 18 and 5. Yet the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark, and his tabernacle and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. So with that, Lord willing, you are edified. Shalom to the elect.